It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Thompson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU at Zach Wilson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Wilson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8 from the 32 now. Here's first and 10. A give running left. It's McCaffrey. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Kelly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Probably helps your confidence level on those fourth down sneaks to have a quarterback as tall as he is.
Yeah, you're talking about being able to extend at the end and make sure the ball gets to the first down marker, but also he has to be able to drop his hips and get down behind that offensive line in order to move forward, because if he just runs it straight up and down, you and I both know that they'll snap him backwards. Well done there, well executed.
Now Thompson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Thompson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Wright's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. This is Homer. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. This is McCaffrey on the give. Oh, nice move in midfield. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On the ground, McCaffrey. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Thompson. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Going on the ground with Homer. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 57 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further on in front.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And then we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Travis Homer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacking in the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a run is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now Thompson on 1st and 10. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Yeah. Just shy of midfield.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. Back to throw. Thompson. Open man is Atwell. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Thompson. Over the middle to Smith. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Thompson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Thompson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. So we've come to half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. McCaffrey.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey,
his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 20. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 102 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a handoff as they run left side. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Thompson. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Thompson from the gun on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. Thompson. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Right back to Pitts again. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Youngway through for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st down.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 3rd down, Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early, it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now, all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always had the confidence that they just get their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
To throw is Thompson, looking to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Falcons send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Able to power through. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons add on. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now here on EA Sports. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw is Wilson.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2
2. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. They'll try and run for it. Kelly with a first down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about end.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Now the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 99 yards. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20. Those are the